Hello, happy 2026. This is the year that everything, like, there will be no rock unturned. They will disclose everything. You'll figure out everything this year. Personally, I'm not going to watch it. You may have noticed an uptake on the social media. Some of that stuff is like a disclosure, giving you notice. They figure that, if they put it on a movie or on social media, that gives you notice that that's what they're going to do to you. Well, I'll accept that if they can show me how that doesn't violate my universal right to free will. Especially since all my memory was erased when I got here, and then all the experiments and other nonsense that was done, the targeting and all that stuff didn't violate my free will, because I never consented to any of that stuff. It's just because you put it on some YouTube video or some video somewhere or in a movie that I never watched, or maybe I did watch it, but it's supposed to be fiction. Fiction doesn't that constitute a violation of free will? And so there's going to be hell to pay. I think they're full of shit. Oh, they're, all this AI nonsense. It's like the .com boom. Just like that. Yeah, the stocks will go up for a little while, and they'll crash because it's really not as good as they explained it to be. All these microchips and people. Well, good luck. I bet you don't have a whole lot of people sign up for that nonsense. Who the fuck wants to become an android? Not me. I don't consent to that nonsense. So, and trying to force people in it is a violation of free will, which is a violation of universal law. And if you're doing that, there's consequences. There's consequences for everybody who forces their will on another life. If you want to do it, be my guest. Throw that microchip in your brain. I notice you have a few glitches every once in a while, Musk. And, I guess that's the price you're going to have to pay. Personally, I think all this nonsense they're doing is just to disconnect you from the creator of all that is. Disconnect you from your high self. And then you go searching for answers outside of yourself because you can't find them inside anymore because you're disconnected. Now, ultimately, you can't really get disconnected. But they can sure interfere. So there's a lot of interference. And I think that's what you're going to figure out this year. And everybody's had enough of it. So, I think there's going to be a lot more people growing. Hey, we don't have to rely on these big box companies for our food and stuff. We can grow our own. We can raise our own. We call them pets, so we don't really eat them. Everybody gets a name when they come to our house. But anyway, isn't that right, Mama? Haven't quite named all the 20 chickens yet, but they know when I'm talking to them. It's a nice day. There's a few jets in the sky. There's a bunch of nonsense over that way. Cloud seeding or whatever you want to call it. It's hard to talk on YouTube because you don't have freedom of speech on this thing. which I don't understand. I guess it'd get pretty crazy if you didn't. But so what? It's already crazy. So I predict a lot of things are going to go under. Like, you know, hey, look at the banking system. What a bunch of baloney. You know, and I've been talking about this stuff for 10, 20 years. And, you know, yeah, you're crazy. That's plausible deniability. Well, that stuff doesn't work anymore because everybody's catching on. The whole world's going to know. And you know what? It's not going to fly anymore. That's just the bottom line. So, let me know what you think in the comments. Like and subscribe. Now it always helps, I guess. You know, and you know, we do energetic clearings, and boy, that stuff really helped. Because if you're carrying baggage, you need to get rid of that stuff. Like trauma, emotional imprints. Look, there's like 9 volumes, 400 pages thick of nonsense that's been going on. And I've been reading it. And the guy that put it together is a genius. And he did his homework for he's gone now, but he left his work for us. And I've been trained in that modality, vibrational healing. And remember, everything's energy, frequency, and vibration. So, if that's so, like there is really nothing out here but energy, frequency, and vibration. So what if we use vibration to heal it? You can do counterwaves. I developed some counterwaves for all these, this geoengineering. Hope you guys know what that is. There's somebody camping over here. I hope they don't have dogs. Let's go down this way. See, they like to chase the squirrels around. I noticed a lot of people like to chase squirrels on social media. And trust me, all that's going to do is drop your frequency. If you can, just stay off of it. Let's disconnect. Throw the phone in a Faraday bag. Call it good. Go out and do a walk into nature. The only time I use my phone is really to record these videos and then upload them. And then, you know, they're not very good. I'm not very fancy at videos. And I don't intend to be. I intend to get a few messages out, like vibrational healing, because it could help a lot of people. And I did find something new about this geoengineering. Boy, do I feel a lot better now after I did that clearing. And so I'm going to make that available to everyone. This way! Come on! Here they come. Watch. Here comes the little one. Fast she can go. The little chihuahua that could. She's funny. So go have some fun. Forget about all this nonsense. It'll be over with in a year. And then things will start getting better. But this year is going to be quite the roller coaster ride. So buckle up, strap up your britches, and hold on, put your hands up, and go for the roller coaster ride.